This is Street Smart Women, a series highlighting the inspiring stories of resourceful women entrepreneurs, some with limited formal education, who drive economic growth and innovation in Nigeria and across Africa. Against all odds, these women have built thriving businesses that sustain themselves and their families and contribute significantly to their communities. This week, we visit the factory floor to meet two women building active, hands-on businesses. The first has built a business processing raw clay into premium cookware and tableware, while the other produces custom print packaging trusted across her market. Making real products every day is a constant test of patience, from working with hot kilns to getting the right machinery settings. These women show us that running a successful workshop comes down to daily hard work and a commitment to quality. Join us as we go behind the scenes to uncover the resilience, vision, and drive fueling their success. This is Women's Business. This is Street Smart Women. First, we meet Amos Abologe Oluwaseun Esther, the founder of House of Clay.
My name is Amos Abologe Oluwaseun Esther. I'm a ceramist.
While many view pottery as a craft of the past, Esther has turned it into a premium manufacturing business. Officially launched 5 years ago, her brand specializes in handcrafted clay cookware and tableware, transforming raw clay into high-demand products sought after for their perceived health and culinary benefits.
House of Clay started years back, but if I want to say House of Clay exactly, 5 years ago. That's when House of Clay started officially. But House of Clay has been running under the ground before 5 years ago. So what I'm doing is I'm centering it because the wheel works in a circular motion, so it has to be centered. If it is not centered, it will affect the shape of what you want to produce. So I will cone it up. After I cone it up, then I bring it down. This hand will guide this place.
Esther's journey into entrepreneurship was far from linear. Though formerly trained as a ceramist, she spent years exploring different ventures, including importation, house painting, jewelry making, and trading, while also working as a government lecturer. Her decision to focus fully on ceramics came when she chose to leave crowded business sectors behind, invest in her first pottery wheel, and begin producing from her parents' compound. The early years demanded persistence as she routinely transported fragile ceramic pieces to Lagos for firing, losing much of her inventory to breakages before a single sale could be made.
Well, I went to school to study ceramics, so I'm a certified ceramist. So after school, I did a lot of business. But after a while, let's say like 5 years ago, I didn't decide on my own because I'm a spiritual person. I heard from God that I should stop what I was doing and focus on what I know how to do. So I didn't have anything. These are my parents' house. I just bought wheel. That wheel that is outside there, I bought it. I think I bought it for 150 that time. I don't have kiln. I don't have anything. I'll just be making the works down in the house. Sometimes I might have like 50 pieces, close to 100 pieces, then I'll now transport them to Lagos to go and fire them. Then while transporting, I will lose some. After firing, I will lose some. I might go with 100 pieces and come back with 25. And it's not as if I wanted to sell to anybody. I just wanted to do it. So after a while, I now decided that I think I should start something in the house.
While studying art in school gave her the technical foundation, Esther's commitment to pottery deepened during her final year field research in Kwara State. There, she discovered she came from a lineage of traditional potters. The revelation reinforced her decision to specialize in ceramics, choosing the pottery wheel over more conventional career paths.
Well, when I was in school, I was an art student. I loved drawing that time. You know, when we are small now, we do not know the kind of talents that we have. So I loved doing that. So when I went to school, I went to study fine and applied arts. But when you are studying fine and applied art, they will teach you everything on that art. They will teach you ceramics, painting, graphics, all the sections in art. So when you now want to specialize, you pick the one that you want. But when I wanted to specialize, I was in between picking textile or ceramics because I love those. But when I was doing my project, final year project, something happened. My project was related to where I came from in Kwara State. So I had to go back to Kwara to do some field works. So while I was doing those researches, they said I'm from a lineage that does pottery. But I didn't know those people. They are far dead. So when they now said that, the thing just clicked in my head. Abi is family thing that is inside my body that I just said that it's sport that I want to be doing. So I think that's where the interest came in. So this is ceramics. This is the sound that it gives you. This metallic sound. So when we pour water here, it cannot dissolve again. It's just going to hold your water because it has been fired. This one is clay that we have formed and is drying, getting ready to be fired. Now this is it. This is the sound that it's going to give you. Can you see that you cannot hear anything compared to this ceramic sound? The sound is different. So this one now, if we want to turn it back to clay, all we need to do is soak it back into water. You leave it for some minutes and it will become clay. Let me bring it out so that you can see the way it's reacting. Yes. See. And just soak it, Dada. Okay, lady. We leave it for a while. See that the body is changing. With time to start breaking. Can you see? It will break. But we cannot do that to something like this one. This one will break. After a while, it's going to become clay.
By positioning her products around organic health benefits, Esther successfully turned clay into a luxury asset. Her cookware naturally regulates body pH, changes water from acidic to alkaline, and prevents conditions like acid reflux. This focus on wellness shifted her market away from the general public and straight toward consumers who understand the premium value of chemical-free alternatives.
Anything you do with sand is profitable. Even if you build a house, it's profitable. And clay, even though it is a thing of the past, now that it's coming back, people see it as luxury. It's people that understand it that buy it. You cannot just go and meet somebody at the road and say, come and buy clay pot. They'll be like, what happened to all the non-stick that we are using? Even casted iron. Now say it's clay pot that you should come and buy. They need to understand that when you use clay pots, it's different from using any other kind of pots because of the health benefits that you get from clay.
Before opening her sales to the public, Esther spent years using her own daily cookery as a test ground to reverse her chronic health issues.
I'm a living example. Let me use myself as an example. Before I changed all my cookwares to clay, I used to have acid reflux very well. I can't go to anywhere. I will use my drug. My drugs are always with me for acid reflux. So I noticed that when I started researching that why am I always sick all the time, I use drug and things like that, then I now got to know that if I start using clay things can regulate my pH and reduce the acid in my body. So before I started producing for people, I used myself as a test. After I used it and I saw that I was better, I can't even recollect the last time I used my drug.
Today, instead of running direct price campaigns, House of Clay drives its customer acquisition purely through online education, using social media platforms like Instagram to teach the public about food safety and toxic chemical interactions.
Like when I started the business, I did not know who I wanted to sell to. It's all these young people that they use social media that introduced me to social media. So I started with Instagram. Then if you look at House of Clay, when I started selling, I saw that before you have a customer that is going to pay you, you have to explain a lot of processes, reasons why the person have to use clay. So I now decided, okay, my page, I will start educating people. So if you look at House of Clay, you don't see us post that, oh, come and buy this pot, is this amount. You will see educational contents there. But there's some people that they are rich, like I said, that they already know all those things. They don't need to be convinced or start explaining to them. They just tell you, this is what I want, this is what I want. But people need to be educated before they will understand the reason why they should be using clay things.
To handle the heavy physical demands of processing raw clay, Esther leverages structured internship partnerships. She takes in industrial training and SIWES art students from the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaro, providing them with hands-on industrial training while creating a sustainable workflow where her team manages the strenuous kneading process so she can focus on throwing high-volume inventory.
They say we female, when we grow old, our bones get weaker. The strength I have before, I don't have it again. So that's why I have people around me. They do more of the kneading of clay. All I need to do is just sit down and produce. But they do the strength part of it. You know, we have institution here, Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. So students that study arts there, for their ND, they have to go for CWES. That's like 3 to 4 months. So they come here. For our CWES, we collect money from them because the products that they produce is their own. They have to take it back to their school. So we collect money for that. But for the higher levels, the ones that are doing IT for a year, they come here, it's free of charge. Those are the ones that actually work with me, that I say help me with some things. And they train, they learn things, and after a year, they will leave. But I have some customers too that will say they want to come here to learn. You know, those ones, they are not students. They just want to come and learn. We train people too. 3 months, 4 months, a year, depends on the package that you want.
Closing out her story, Esther delivers a direct message on financial self-reliance, challenging women to pick up a trade, build their own capital, and actively outgrow outdated societal limitations.
Women should make money for themselves. This Nigeria that we are now, or this life that we are now, so that you will not become a liability for the men. The men have already seen us finish. They already say that we are liability. It's money that women like. But now, I think the idea is changing now, because a lot of women now, they prefer to have their money and spend their money. There's no craft that I cannot learn. Like I said, I learned a lot of things. I paint house. If as a woman, I can paint a whole house. So what's the person waiting for? So I will encourage women. Don't go with that saying that women's place is in the kitchen. Which kitchen? Not again, no. We have to have our money now. Spend the money. It's when you have money that you will help your husband. If you don't have money, they will just put you in the kitchen. That's all.
Our next guest found her calling by building value where businesses need it most. Meet Blessing Erume Obizogu, the creative force behind Castle B Packaging.
My name is Blessing Erume Obizogu, and I'm into print and packaging. So if you have any problem, you want to print, package your products for events, whatever it is, call me.
Formally launched in 2018, shortly after her national service, Blessing entered the print market after realizing that rising entrepreneurs needed specialized custom branding to protect their identity and keep customers from bypassing them for primary suppliers.
Castle started as a I wanted to, I've always believed that money flows in where there is value. So when you see a need and you meet it, of course, money will come. So my quest was, so what do I do? So I went into hair business, and the business didn't go. It's just family and two friends that purchased hair then. So I just knew that, see, this line is not for me. So until I was helping my sister. She sells perfume oils. So she goes to buy, and then when she comes back, because it's packaged already, so she has to remove the label from the supplier and then repackage it. When I was picking her order and repacking it, somebody said, this box you're using, I like it. How much? And my head first calculated, okay, I can make, whatever from this amount, from this box. So that was the day the idea came to me. That was the day I decided that it was going to be packaging for me.
Managing a print enterprise comes with massive operational pressures. But the brand's scaling milestones reveal a story of rapid growth. Transitioning from small bulk batches, Castle B recently achieved a major milestone, manufacturing and delivering over 7,000 custom branded pouches in the span of just 2 weeks.
I've had lots of high moments that I can't even think of anyone. So one this week was counted the number of pouches we have done, but we've been branding pouches for about 2 years, close to 2 years now. And then from beginning of the month till middle of the month, we had branded 7,000 pouches. And I was like, wow, that's big. That's something. There was a time we were just getting 100 and just 500 and all that. Or 7,000, half. And we still had stacks of order that we had not completed. So I was talking about the orders we had completed and delivered. So,
but running a custom production line also brings high-stakes vulnerability. For Blessing, the lowest operational moments happen when heavy machinery breaks down right on a critical deadline day, or when unexpected print errors result in direct financial losses.
Low moment is when the machine breaks down and you have to deliver on a certain day. Another low moment would be when the print comes out, it's not so good. So I already know the loss. So those are the things that usually make up for low moments.
To guarantee absolute quality control in a tailored market, Blessing established strict protocols. Because error prevention is vital, she completely bypasses human transcription errors by enforcing a rigid copy and paste rule for client data, followed by multiple verified checks for laminations, colors, and finishing at every single stage of production.
The moment the customer places the order or when they are telling you what they want, you have to listen, understand exactly what they are saying. You can never assume. Assumption, you cannot, because this is customization. It's not one shoe for anybody. It's not a size 12 shoe that any size 12 can wear. So you have to listen and understand. And if something is not clear, or one thing I know is that one word can mean more than one thing at the same time. You have to clarify. You have to know, okay, I want the box laminated. You have to know if it's gloss or matte, or another one. And then you cannot even just assume that it's gloss or matte. You have to confirm if they want something else. That's one point. Then in the design, you have to make sure that the details are as they sent it. So that's why we design, send to the client to review. Sometimes typographical error. So one of the things I've done to ensure there's no typographical error, the customer sends in their details typed. And I tell the graphics designer, copy and paste, please. If you see any error that you know that this spelling is wrong, correct it, then call their attention to that point. In case that thing was intentional. So that's and others, there are plenty checks you have to do, by the way. The colors, the finishing, everything. It's every step.
Castle B's output is completely order-driven, supplying everything from business cards and paper carrier bags to custom boxes and stickers. When the workshop floor is less busy, Blessing taps into her creative side to design and put out completely new packaging styles that her audience hasn't seen before.
There are different packaging options, ranging from bags, boxes, even the bags. There are different kinds of bags. There are carrier bags. Among the carrier bags, there are those that are done with card, some are done with crafts paper. There are boxes, different kinds of boxes. So we do pouches also. We do business card, flyers. We do if we don't even do it, you need to ask us whether we can do it, because we produce based on order. So there are some things that we can do, maybe because the order has not come in yet, you may not see. Other times, when I'm less busy, I create new stuff that people have not seen that I do, and I put it out there.
Her early transition into manufacturing was shaped by operational failure. After an early mini importation hustle left her with raw pouches that were far too small to sell, Blessing took matters into her own hands, purchasing raw fabrics and hiring neighborhood tailors to sew drawstring pouches right outside her house to fulfill growing bulk orders.
Let me talk about how I actually started. So I thought of doing the packaging, all right. So I learned mini importation. So I imported pouches, these drawstring pouches like organza and stuff. And then problem is, how do I sell this pouch that is this small? So I started reaching out to people one by one on social media, and some bought, some did not buy, some even with me assumed the size again. I delivered, and then they were, what is this? It's too small. You know, all that. And I figured that I can't sell this thing and turn over quickly to buy another one. So what I did was look for how to make it or buy in Nigeria here. I went around, I didn't see where to get it. So I got the fabric, called, you know, these guys that carry their sewing machine. He would resume in front of my house and sew the pouches, and then I'll put the ropes, and then I started getting more orders. Some people order 100, 200. So then I think I started in October, like I said. Around December, January or more, I don't see order.
Blessing didn't learn printing in a classroom. Her operational confidence stems from a strong familiarity with heavy hardware. Her engineering background and field experience working inside an oil refinery gave her the practical grit to operate major machinery herself, rather than sitting back on the factory floor.
I studied engineering. Unfortunately, I did my IT in Warri Refinery. So I'm not the girl that sits down while the guys are turning the valves. I'm the one that will handle it myself. So that was why I learned. I had experience with the machines and all that. So I worked there for like 2 months before I left. But the thing about me is that I'm creative by nature. I can see things and just think through it and know how it's done. Or if I can't just see it and know, I'll read about it. So that helps me that's where my creativity comes from. It's just...
What started as a 70,000 naira importation hustle has grown into a structured packaging company. Today, Castle B maintains a fully equipped facility housing advanced production machinery and a permanent full-time staff of 9 workers across 2 separate locations.
So I started Castle B packaging by importing pouches with 50,000 naira. I cleared it with 20,000 naira. So that's 70,000 naira. That's what I started with. And right now, I have grown. So I can't tell exactly how much I make, but I have 9 staff, both here and the other side. So I'm paying salaries. So you can know how much, imagine how much that would be in total. And I have machines, I have machines, so.
To keep up with ongoing market demands, Blessing actively sources her heavy machinery directly from reliable domestic importers to avoid lengthy shipping delays, while selectively importing specialized tools to address micro bottlenecks on the floor.
Okay. For machinery, I buy around because there are people that import. They already import, so I don't have to wait for the shipment to come 3 months. So once I have the money, I just buy. So there are machines around. So I buy. A few things, the things I buy, I import these days are just little things that can solve little problems. You know, there are some little things that will just be wasting your time. So I just get small machines, import small machines that can solve those little things. Those are the ones I import, but the major ones I buy in Nigeria here.
Closing her segment, Blessing points out that the print sector is seeing a massive surge of bold female operators who are dominating the market. She encourages women to embrace the vast opportunities for diversification within the field.
Amazingly, there are lots of female printers these days. There are lots and lots. They're coming, females are coming to the printing space. In fact, for me, I don't know if it's because I'm a female. Most of the people I see on the printing space on social media now, they are females. Females are being bold to really do a lot. There's a lot to explore for females in the printing business. There's a lot. One person can print it all. You can't print it all. And the beautiful thing about printing business is that you can diversify in the printing. So it's not like you want to diversify, you have to look for another business. In that printing, you can really diversify.
While highlighting modern artificial intelligence as a massive asset that streamlines creative mock-ups and design workflows.
God bless AI. Yes, because it has made work easy. These days, people come to print and they already have used AI to create the mock-up of what they want to print. So what you're just doing is recreating what they already have. Before, somebody can come and describe what they want. And by the time you actually give them what they described, what was in their mind, and in reality, it's not the same. So you have to do lots of trials, and not so much though, because we have a process that helps to streamline the to and fro. So AI is a blessing.
Thank you to Esther and Blessing for sharing their journeys with us. In every workshop and industrial space across the city, women are proving that you can take a simple idea, build a dedicated team, and create an independent empire. Until next time, keep working, keep growing, and keep being street smart.